Good morning, everyone. It's me, Guy from Elify. Happy Friday. We're on Friday with the founders. We got through another week, the first full week, I guess, of December, and have had a lot of great. Good morning. I'm going to pause this over here so I can get everyone admitted back in. That's just what happens when I'm solo. I'm solo today. ER is out, going through getting a few things to do with his family today. So love that ability for him to be able to do that. We've had a great week, as I have mentioned. We had our first international networking event. So if you didn't get to participate in that, that was Wednesday. That was at 4 p.m. Mountain Time. I know, Anna, you were on and got to meet some great people. That was a hit. We're going to continue doing those every Wednesday through the rest of the year at the exact same time. We'll actually start making those posts in our insiders as well as our affiliate group as a calendar of events to make sure to join those. It's going to be fun. And definitely, James, I think that's what we're going to ask going into these is bringing some of our Elify family that's already a part of us into these networking events, because that is the sole way that we're going to network within this group is sharing information about yourself, utilizing Shuffle, and receiving information from everyone else in there, utilizing Shuffle. So we'll get into more specifics with this group when we're growing it on how to come in, because we had people coming in for the very first time, creating their card on the fly, getting ready to network. And we just showed them how to grab their quick link. We didn't even talk anything about making sure you grab a campaign. So we'll expand into those, how to create campaigns, how to share those campaigns, and know that this is the networking event for this Wednesday evening for this international event. And then I think one of the next steps is receiving that information from individuals. Networking is natural with Shuffle because you pull in that piece of the card index. You can receive cards of other people and really grow this. So that's what we're going to focus on a little bit today is just networking and talking about what the benefits of it are and how we can improve, what the conversation can be for inviting people over into our network and our community to participate in this. Kathy and I have been spitballing back and forth different taglines and different types of things that, you got to have your hook. And a lot of times people have a hard time defining what Elify is and defining what Shuffle is. And we need to make that hook so dead simple that people understand it. And some of the ones that we were talking about last night, Kathy, and feel free to jump in, are, Elify Shuffle. It's the card built for networking. That's all it is. It can be that simple. This is a card built for networking. If you want to network, you should get on this, because I can't even tell you the amount of ways I can support you in your networking efforts. Or the app for networkers, the app for networking, the network of networkers, the network of networking. And then Kathy, I'm not going to steal yours. I know yours. I love that one. So if you want to unmute and say yours.
Yeah, so I did yesterday. I used the world's not getting any less digital, and I think that one was really effective. Everyone in the room was like, "Ooh!" So I think it's fun to play around with your tagline, right? It's always fun to play around with your elevator, your 30-second elevator talk or whatever. And the nice thing is that this is where I get a lot of the ideas, right? It's like y'all stories and how y'all are using the card and how, just everybody in Elify is just using the card in different ways. That becomes my 30 seconds every week, and it changes every time. So people are like, I'm sorry, what? You're doing it how? And I think we talked about this last time or 2 weeks ago. One of the things that we talked about was how to get reviews. That was the topic of our networking that day. And I was like, I have some ideas, right here. Come here. Let's talk about how this does not have to just be a digital business card. It can be your gather reviews card.
Right. And I wasn't going to steal this one, but the built for networkers by networkers.
Oh yeah. Our network is built for networkers by networkers. Absolutely. And again, the community, right? Everyone's looking for somewhere to belong. Everyone wants a seat at the table. And that is what I just love about our community.
And it's just a ton of fun. It was enjoyable. It was a delight to see people get swooped back into the main room. Anna, you talked about how the experience was. It was 3 different breakout rooms. You got to meet 3 to 6 people in each one of those, and it was like speed dating, speed networking. And you get your 3 questions or your 3 statements that you're going to relay to everybody about where you're calling from, what you do, and what would you like to do by the end of this year, and what would you like to do
what would you like to give?
And I think that that's so great in a quick little experience that we went through. It seemed really quick, and there were a lot of people on that. You probably met 1/10 of the people that were there in those 3 networking breakout rooms, and coming back in, and they're still talking like, oh, we got swooped back into this big room and we were having a great time meeting someone, across the country. It was international. I know we had a few people out of Australia. So being able to see
UK,
those type of people connecting and understanding that it can be simple, right? It can be simple on the elements to start building relationships and talking about yourself and what you do, because social platforms, I think, have taken it to the nth degree where no one wants to really connect with someone because they get spammed. But when you go into an event that was a little bit like this, you're building that rapport with someone, and you're not spamming them at all. You're getting to find out that here Anna is from Wiggins, Colorado, and probably a lot of people had no clue. Probably every person you met, Anna, had no clue where Wiggins, Colorado was, unless they are familiar with Colorado or were from Colorado, because I knew there were a lot of people that had signed up from Colorado to participate in it. But it's exciting to see this happen, and that's what probably our Wednesdays are going to turn into from a live aspect from Elify, are the ability to come in here and expand the Elify network and networking. And I know you have your hand raised, I believe. Feel free to jump on and give your testimonial, your experience, and anything you wanted to add to it.
Kudos to you and ER and Danielle. Pardon me, for the first one, you had an outstanding attendance, but you were so clear in the directions. We weren't lost in the rooms. We weren't just shoved in there or anything. We knew exactly what to say. Got to share a 30-second commercial, which is really important because it's great practice when you have to do it over and over and over again like that. But still left a little bit of time for a question here or two. And I want to say thank you, because our book launched yesterday, and #1 bestseller in all categories. Okay. And the international networking really helped with that. So thank you so much. And I'll be back.
That is awesome. And that's something that we're doing. We posted it through LinkedIn is where the event was. And then, like I had mentioned, we're going to start expanding that in through Facebook. We had almost 1,000 people register for this thing through the different avenues or different methods of getting this information out. And we're just going to continue doing that. The great thing is when people register for it, and they obviously not everyone made it, because our room doesn't hold 1,000 people. It's going to become very exclusive, or we're going to have to look at how do we participate or create multiple networking events, speed networking like this every day of the week. Because we're going to get there, and we're going to get there through individuals like ourselves within this community who's starting, I believe, to understand the importance of networking. And Kathy's been pounding that into us for many, many years. And we've listened, we've heard, but we probably weren't listening. And now we're ears wide open because of all of the data and the research and the information that's talking about what's happening in the networking space itself, right? An $80 billion industry in the next 5 to 6 years, where it was just a $30 billion industry last year. Sorry, I'm trying to get people admitted. Kathy, I'm going to make you a co-host so you can help me on that.
Well, the other cool thing where I was actually just talking, because of course I do networking, right? So I'm out networking in groups, and then I host a networking group that I own. And I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday, and our groups are about the same. I actually have a personal celebration today on that. I just hit my 75th member, which is super exciting for my ladies group. So that's a huge number, right? Of people that are coming together to support one another and to not just do business together, right? It's just like us, it's like we do life together. We celebrate your book launch. We know when Ruben's got a new paintings up. We know when everybody's, hanging out. We know when James is going to do something exciting and tell us all about all the, energy he's bringing to the room as a DJ. We kind of know things about one another, right? And then we were talking about this other group that I'm also in and that she runs. It's about the same size. And she was like, that number, that ROI number, people get stuck on ROI, right? And she's like, it's so much more than just like, here's what we all put in our pocket. It's here's the money that we as a small business, as multiple, right, small business owners have kept in our community and have generated with and for each other and through each other. And to me, it just speaks volumes. So even on the call the other night, right, we met people from I didn't get to meet anybody international. Now I'm excited to put that on my bucket list. But I had, somebody that was on my call that I'm like, ooh, you'd be a great speaker at an event that I know about. Like, let me make an introduction to you. And hey, this person had a nonprofit. And so we got to talk nonprofit-y things. And so very, very quickly, just since that call the other night, I've connected some of the people we met to other people, and who knows where that ripple is going to go, right? One conversation, 10 minutes, you meet a cool person. I was taking notes on every person that was in my groups. I was then connecting with them and connecting them to other people that I thought they needed to know. Where does that ripple go? I don't know. But that was really fun to make the ripple, right? Really fun to put that out there and help them meet someone else.
Absolutely. And that's what it should be about, is networking. And what we've heard and what we've experienced is, for the longest time, everyone knows that they should do it, but there's a hesitation in doing it as well. And then once they say, okay, I'm going to go in and do this, they're nervous. They get their, okay, I have to be perfect on this 30-second pitch on what I do. And it happens to me sometimes. I go brain dead. Like, I'm getting this out. And then once it's done, I relax and I don't hear anything else that anyone else is saying. And being able to say, that's what networking should not be. Guy, it's coming in and being authentic, because those are the type of people that you want to work with. You don't want to work with someone that's fake. At least I don't. And I want to come in and I want to be authentic, and I want to listen to what other people do and what their experiences are. Because I'm about experiences. I'm about learning from other people. So I don't have to learn the hard way myself. Learn through them. Learn through what they've done. And when you can bring that all together, you can advance in whatever you're doing. But when you're in that networking event, it's about listening what they do. And Kathy, creating a ripple, being able to say, hey, I know other people that I can connect you with. Because that's, I think, the true power of networking, is being here as a servant mentality, coming in here to support. And that's why we're a part of this. So Ruben, I know you're a networker. jump on in and give your testimonial or whatever you have for the group to share, and people can learn through your experiences.
Okay, why do we network? To grow our business, fundamentally, so we can serve our families and friends around us and share different things. Networking is a vehicle to establish that. But what I believe in my particular goals that I'm writing right now for starting out the year could be summed up in one little headline that was in the Wall Street Journal this morning. Amazon launches TikTok style offering. Oliver Messenger, Amazon's director of shopping, said in an interview, video-based content really helps customers to understand the product more. We got to get more people to understand the beautiful benefits of Shuffle. And it starts with day one contact. They got to see how easy they can slip in and grow. So my particular goal is to develop in my cards, number one, the weekly meeting, that little URL that we have, it's going to be a major button in there. A video of me saying, hey, join us, and telling them that we are a support community. Then just with one click, you can join us on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. So that's basically what I'm going to do, is I'm going to be working with getting more subscribers by making it very easy and making it very aware, using a video based and buttons on the resources that we have. And these 1 to 3 minute videos, guys, are going to be paramount, and I'm going to learn how to do them effectively. Thank you.
I would encourage you to do that. And that is awesome, Ruben, because I am in total alignment with you. And those are types of things that we have to do over here ourselves. But for you to be able to do that as, say, an ambassador, to be able to get the message out and repeat it, and doing it, maybe multiple times a day, is going to increase your likelihood of people saying, this guy keeps popping up. What is he talking about? And what should I listen to him? And if it's just a simple message on network and connecting, your network is your net worth, and people start following that and leaning into that message, you have a higher likelihood that people are going to start connecting with you and following you in that message. There's so many marketing gurus out there that are really talking about the real space, reels, as in the short little videos. And technology isn't going to get any less. And this is what is working right now. There's large companies that are talking about reducing their marketing budget spend down to just going and hiring influencers, because influencers have all those eyeballs. We have opportunities to be influencers in digital business cards, in simple landing pages, and tap technology, in networking. Like, those are a culmination of $150 billion industry in the next few years. Like, there's opportunity out there. And I think we all see it. And it's just being able to provide that and bring that to other people. A little secret that we learned the other day is, anytime you make a post on social, at least on Facebook, make your post and then go into your comment and do #everyone. #everyone will make sure that it shows up in every one. So every one of your friends, if you're doing it from your personal page, it will go to every one of your friends. What do you, Kathy, what?
I think it's about everyone. Is it the about everyone?
It's at everyone, not
It's at everyone.
So
we got your back.
But don't overdo it, because it's
don't
also
overdo it.
super annoying.
There's opportunities. You see it all the time in these groups that are opportunity groups. Maybe go in there once a week and do at everyone. Everyone will see it. So just another little tip on that. And thank you for correcting me on that. James.
Well, good morning, everyone. It's time to tap into technology. That's my tagline that I came and copyrighted so Kathy couldn't get it ahead of me. And Ruben is spot on about the video. Think about when you're on social media and someone posts a book in their heading, and it's that long one, you got to stroll and stroll and stroll. How much easier is it to get all of that information on the video? Because now, as Kathy said, you can see my energy. You can feel my energy. You can feel the drive. You can feel enthusiasm that you want to get in here and learn about TAP. But if I'm typing it, unless I make it in bold or all capitals, you can't hear that. So get the video out there. I had to caveat that with Ruben. I put in the comments, some people are scared to network. Let me show you how to network without networking. Everybody here has a hobby or a passion they like to do. Find a group, find an area, find an organization that you can go and do that with. You are networking. No, I'm not. I'm just doing something I like to do. No, you're networking. You have your TAP card. When you're talking to that person, you're building up a relationship. A lot of people like to go hiking. If you're hiking around and you're going through this trail, that trail, and you're buddied up, you're walking for a long time, you're talking. You're going to eventually going to talk about where you are, where you're from, what you do. You get back, man, I love working with you, Kathy. I love to, get your business. What's your business card at? Oh, I don't have it. You know what? Well, I'm going to help you out. I'm going to tap you in technology because you're going to have your phone with you. And that's another way to network and build your business at the same time, doing something you love to do. Anna likes to take pictures. Guess what? When she takes those pictures, she posts them. She's not going to have her QR code attached to the picture. I did this while I was having fun. Here's how you can see more about it. Everything you like to do is out there. It's all about following your dollar. We've heard that all over the place. But you know what? Sometimes you need to put the dollar down and just have some fun. So in closing, tap into technology and watch your neighborhood and your community and net worth grow.
It's about being yourself. Those are the type of people that, to me, are intriguing. Are the people that it's not so dolled up. They don't have filters on their cameras. They're not so overly produced with their videos. It's just take a video from your phone, load that onto your YouTube, make it unpublished if you want to. But then when you share that out to other people, at least they have that link and they can view it. I know you all know that I like to take pieces of different people, of their inspiration and what they talk about. And it's for the purpose of me installing it into my psyche and to being able to express that and using it as it fits me. And ER, I know one time, Anna, you corrected him on the name. He said Mel Brooks, but Mel Robbins. I was listening to one from her the other day, and it goes into what you're saying, James. Talk about what you're passionate about. Mel Robbins, her quote was, most people aren't obsessed with their goals because they believe they're not worthy of them. It's easy to dream about what you want, right? We all dream about what we want. But in between where we are and what we want, there's a tremendous amount of stuff that we have to change and do. It's all, I'll say it's all up here. That stuff that we have to change is between our ears. Follow what's in your chest. Change what's up here. If your goals are big enough and you feel you're worthy enough, you will make that change. Or you have to make that change. Anna.
Well, I'm going to jump in here because my sponsor, Ruben, jumped in and I'm learning from him, definitely learning from him. And we have decided that we're going to relaunch the Your Free Digital Business Card Facebook page. And it's going to be required that you go ahead and get a card before you participate on the page. Why not? It's free, right? So, and we're going to do some shorts, YouTube shorts, because they're going viral. They go very, very quickly, about using the digital business card. I just wanted to just reiterate that you can't do anything wrong if you're putting it out there. So, perfect is better than none. So get it out there, play with it, make changes when you need to. It's going to be an amazing new year for Elify.
We're building, each one of us are having the ability to build a micro community, a micro network with what's offered, right? Yes, there's a large picture here. Built for networkers by networkers. But being able to say each one of us get that ability to build your own network, build your own micro community. You have your Facebook group, making it mandatory to participate, have a free card. Though there will be a time where you and Ruben are sharing your cards to people in that network, and they're going to say, why is your card so much nicer? Well, there's premium features. You can do this as well. And it's very cost effective for you and your business and your marketing and your networking. So I think that is great because we're seeing it happen. We're seeing other wheels turning from other ambassadors saying, this might be my message on how I bring people into the fold and understand this is extremely powerful. Networking is one of the most powerful things you can do, right? Success in life without other people is going to be virtually impossible. So we've got to be able to network with them. We have to build strong social networks and communities. And sorry, I need to turn my notifications off so we stop getting pinged. But to connect with others and open new doors of opportunity. I believe everyone would be open if the time is right for them in listening about opportunities. Networking, I think, is as simple of an opportunity as there is. Because if they're coming in this correctly, thinking about this network is going to help me, but I can also bring value to this network. We're not saying restricting, the old school networking group of you can only have one realtor and one insurance agent and one network marketer in this space and one network marketer in that space. No, it's open for everyone. And the ones that believe in their dreams and their goals and want to talk about it and want to participate will be the ones that rise to the top in the whole experience of life, whole experience of life. James.
Yeah, man. I wish I had thought of the idea about requiring the cards to everybody. That's a great idea. Wish I had thought about that. But no, I'm messing with Anna. That's one of my good friends that I brought that up, and I'm glad somebody's doing that. So adding on to that requirement, this week here, every meeting I've had, I've actually tapped people in technology, given them their free card, got a new client that actually signed all in. But that should be a goal. When you sit and meet with someone, when they give you their paper card, you give them their free card. When they say, and God just said it, wait a minute, your card looks better than my card. Well, you can get to that same level I have, just got to click the button to go to that next level. You're doing a disservice for your friends and family members if you're not giving them a card. I love Ruben's picture back there, great example. When Ruben creates an original picture of somebody, he could do a stick figure body and say, here's a picture. And they can be happy with that. But he shows them how they can actually upgrade to the high quality original he has, which is the full version of the Elify card. You can get the free stick or you can get the better portrait created for you. Once again, closing it out, end of the year, every day, give out a free card and make a new friend. Back to you.
Awesome. It's very simple process to follow. Now we just have to implement some of those types of things in order to get your information about what you do, who you are, what you do, things you're passionate about, and being able to bring other people into the fold for them to experience the exact same thing. Like that's the mandatory aspect. Jane, that's something that you could do with your chamber. Hey, this is how we're networking. This is how I network. If you want me to share your information, here's my simple ask. It's a free card.
Well, since you said that, Guy, that is on our chamber page. Every new member, everybody who signs up or comes into breakfast has a QR code saying, thanks for coming. Please accept our free card for being a member or a visitor. So yeah, I was going to bring that out a little later. Thanks, Guy. I got some more for you.
Okay, we'll bring it on. But you know, from our event, and we had people messaging and us prior to the event saying, hey, I have a digital business card, but it's not with Elify. Can I share that? Unfortunately, no, you can't. That you can go get a free one of ours. This individual got a free one of ours, reached back out to me and say, your free one's better than the one I'm paying for. I'm canceling the one I'm paying for right now. Because she understood the networking piece. Like her digital business card didn't allow her to collect other people's cards and network like she was wanting to. So Mike Snow, great to see you, my friend. Come on.
A great one.
Boom, boom. Good morning, everyone. Anna, just wanted to say, as far as the utilizing a Facebook business page, you're kind of limited in limiting people from accessing it. A group would be a whole lot better. You create a group off of that page or off of a profile, and then you can limit, you can basically have a call to action, get them to do things. All right.
I love hanging out with smart people. That was just one of the questions I was going to bring up with my mentor. Now you have become my mentor, Mike.
Okay. All right.
Voluntold.
Love it. Love it. So we're excited about this path, this vertical of marketing, talking about networking. Kathy, you know that you're part of multiple networking groups. And I think some of these networking groups they're finally hearing what you're saying. And what we love about being able to build this networking piece and expand it into a lot of the focus of what's to come in the future from Elify, it really will be driven by the networking piece. What do I need to network?
And that's what's so fun. It's like, you never know what somebody needs. And that's a great question when you are networking, right? And I saw earlier in the chat something about like some people, either they're not familiar or networking scares them, or they feel like they're too shy or whatever it is. So sometimes it's bringing somebody along, right? And going like, hey, come with me. Matter of fact, in my ladies group, I put on my guest email. If you're, nervous to walk in by yourself, text us before when you get in the parking lot, and somebody's going to come out and meet you outside, and we will come in, we will bring you in and make sure you have somebody to sit with. And that's part of there's a seat at the table for everyone, right? But even yesterday, when I was at lunch with my friend, we were at this brand new place that just opened 2 weeks ago. And we were talking to the food and beverage director, and he was super nice. And I said something about, hey, I have a group. She has a group. Maybe we'll come and have an event here. I said, do you have a business card? And he's like, no, who carries business cards anymore? It's just, none of us have them printed. And she looked at me and she's like, well, here's who you need to meet. And so literally while I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, here's my, showed him my QR code. I was like, text me right here and tell me, hey, it's Dominic. I need the free business card. And he was like, well, I really do want something, but I also want to have one for my people. Like if somebody comes in and they're like, I can help you with this. And he's like, well, that's my marketing team. So I want to be able to send my marketing team persons. And I'm like, I'm like, I literally said no more words than let me get you a Right? I'm like, let me get you a free business card. He's like, well, here's what I really need. And I'm like, uh-huh, uh-huh. Say another word. It's like everybody needs to connect with people for some reason or another. So you say one thing and then just listen to what they're thinking. And then you're like, I can solve that for you. And so here we are. We're just, he's like, okay, I need that. That's the program I need. And I need to help set it up. And I need to get all my people on board. And I'm like, let's. So it's just, to me, it's also while you're networking for something else entirely.
Right.
Open the conversation, whether like you said, you're not sure what to say. Sometimes it doesn't have to be a perfect thing that you said, right? It was just having a conversation and opening up to somebody. Like when he stopped, he was like, how's y'all's food? We're like, it's great. We're new, we just got here. We've not, this is our first time to visit, and that got him going. Well, and then the next thing and the next thing. And we're like, well, how, what is your biggest need right now? And here we are. So very excited to work with this new restaurant.
That's awesome.
One thing I was talking with one of my clients, and Ann and Ruben. I'm gonna give you all of this. I told people I'm gonna become the new yellow. I'm gonna become the Yellow Pages. Like, what do we know? What is Yellow Pages? What is that? Us grown folks know what that is. And what the Yellow Pages had, it had all of the services categorized and available. So if your new card index is the Rolodex, it's the Yellow Pages, everybody's coming to you. So I'm going to make my page some crazy name. I'll talk to Mike with a good tagline, but the Yellow Pages mix into it. And actually, I'm sorry, change it from a page to a group. That's why Mike is here to make those corrections for us, help us out. Something else you can do, Anna, is how in the groups they have the requirements you got to fill out, have your free card QR code there. Fill out, and if you got to email this here, or if you have to index it here, then you can get approval into the group. That way they've actually created a card. I'm going to do it, so why not copy it? Back to you.
That's one thing I know we're all part of the Insiders now. We did make an adjustment on the initial, are you a part of Elify? Do you have a Shuffle subscription? If so, provide your link to your card here. So those are some of the exclusive or inclusive type things to be able to participate in your groups. Just additional ideas. Anyone else?
Well, since you brought up earlier, I'll clarify what I was talking about for the chamber. So and I know Anna is a member of, all of us are a member of the chamber somehow. There's nothing in every newsletter and every blog that allow you to do this. It's the holiday. Take your QR code, take your link, whatever you want to do for your free card, and put it into the system, and it will actually go to everybody. Hey, it's the holidays. Everybody's doing. I want to give everybody a free digital card to be used individually, your business, your organization, or give it to someone as a gift. And then put in bold letters, there's no limit to how many people can have this free card, continue to share. Look at that ripple effect. Guy and ER have told us multiple times how that tracking system tracks all that. It could be 10 people down the line. It's 5 go, hey, you know what? I want to get the full version card. And all that rolls back up to you. So if you're not utilizing your chamber, every organization you have you're a member of, including BNI, whatever it calls, there is a newsletter goes out, and you're authorized to post that. I know me, Scott, and Greg had a couple of classes I told them about how you can tag on social media, and that's another way you can go about. But I'm not trying to take hold of it. But your organization, if you're paying for it, you should get something out of it. If they have a problem with you posting, stop paying for it. Back to you.
Well, what we believe.
I have a question on your. Sorry, go ahead. I have a question on your chamber.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Is the chamber a member and using it also? Like, is the chamber using the affiliate program?
Due to this being a live thing, I cannot confirm or deny any statement that you have. If you have a question about anything like that, you must actually contact me on offline. And Shelly's laughing her butt off, but this is alive and I don't know what's going nowhere to do nothing. I can answer no questions. You didn't see nothing like the penguins.
Okay, no, because I have someone who's approached me So I'd love to have a conversation about that. And I know
Listen.
Guy and ER have chambers that are using it, and I've asked them about using it. And so I'd love to, anybody that wants to double down on like thinking outside the box on talking to chambers,
I'll say
we can have an entire
it
group
depends on the
conversation.
chamber. It depends on the board. Okay.
Okay.
Because with the affiliation payment, how does it come in? How does it go? So it depends on the bylaws and the board, how they can reel it in there. But it's no different than the board paying for, because every chamber has a referral program. As a member, you get this discount, and there's a kickback to the chamber one way or the other. So it depends on if the board approves it, disapproves it. I gotta get back to you guys real quick. I gotta go grab something. Damn it.
I just think it'd be, no, go ahead, James. I just think it'd be a great conversation to have, because I think a lot of us do network, and a lot of us are either in a chamber or affiliated or have friends that are with chambers. And so to know what the conversation could be, is it just, hey, they can use it? Is it, hey, they want to run the affiliate? Hey, they don't want to run the affiliate? And having all those choices out there so everyone's aware of what their choices are when they do approach or have someone approach them about a large group using it.
Right. And I think that's a great thing to at least explore in those conversations when talking with chambers or whatever these groups are, because we experience it. I've dropped that we're going to be working with the local United Way, and they work with other businesses, and they're going to encourage the other businesses to utilize the solution for their marketing efforts, for their campaigns, getting information out about what they do, that if someone signs up, it can participate in the affiliate aspect. And it's also, to James' point, it's going to go back to the board, and how do those funds come in? How are they going to be divvied out? Or if those funds come in and just are part of the chamber, and those are some things that they can use for their expenses, but have those, open to the members so they understand what it looks like when they join, but those members can then expand. I think one thing with this free version of the card and going into networking groups, what you'll experience is, we know our free card's pretty cool, but there's limitations in how we talk about the premium feature, their premium aspect of building more of a landing page. A lot of these individuals, they need something, or they'll sort of hit that idea. And sometimes they've got to come up with the idea themselves of, well, I can take the free one and make that about me, but I need something to talk about my business, my products, what I sell, or my services, if I'm a trainer or coach, or and then they'll also identify that if they've got employees, maybe it's something that they need to bring to their employees. It becomes a very simple conversation when it's their idea of they need more. There's more that can be done. And that's where it's, again, simple for us to come back to them and say, yes, we can do this. It is a subscription. It is for the premium service, but we're not going to gouge you on this thing. We're not going to say, you need this type of system and it's $500 a month, because we know that there's those types of systems out there. And people look at those and say, well, there's got to be more value in a $500 a month subscription because of the cost of it, which isn't always true. Think you can far outweigh the value of what can be provided to each one of these individuals with a $20 subscription to the premium aspect of what we all get to, use my invite code and I'll make sure you get the discount. Anyone else? Anything else? Or I could stop the live and we could continue on and get more inclusive here.
I like that idea.
And we can do that. We can wrap that up for the last 15 minutes. So if you're watching over on Facebook and you want to participate, jump on in. We're going to get a little more in depth on things over here. So I am stopping the live. Have a great week.
For James. Hey,
Will
James,
Skill.
I just posted the @everybody on the heading of my post, also in the comments in Facebook. Is that where you're supposed to put it?
Yeah, but here's the thing. Facebook's got their analytics, and Mike actually, I'd rather have him chime in because I know I'm gonna say this incorrectly. What I've seen on some people's page, it depends on how many followers or likes you have, will allow it and it'll go through. But I'd rather post that whole question to the man who does this expert wise. Mike, the floor is yours, sir.
Hey.
I'm going to pause it right here.
Yep.
Just so before Mike gives his answer, everyone watching live, we'll see you Monday. Will Skill refill Monday for sprint plan.